He knows once he loses power, he's going to jail. If I'm wrong, tell me on the comment section. When you see President Cyril, okay, say, don't worry, we are voting this year. Okay, in the video, I say we are voting this year. We will change the government, sure. Please, in the video, I hope you have already subscribed on the channel. Now, going back to President Ramaphosa. People forget that President Ramaphosa, why he is not speaking? He is facing what? Impeachment. And he has a coalition government because of his Parapara farm scandal. Do you know what that means? If he speaks so much, his own government will turn against him, because I believe some of those people advocating for tough immigration policy are part of President Cyril Ramaphosa's government. That's why you notice, with all of this thing going on, you can't see President Cyril Ramaphosa take any concrete action. He would have done more. He would have asked police to do more to protect the foreigners. But he won't do that. It is not because he loves, it's not because he cares about what South Africans are going through. Because he cares only his head. President Cyril Ramaphosa, let me bring him up so that at least as I'm talking about him, you'll be looking at him eye to eye. I think there's an individual I have not brought up. Yeah, this man. Yeah, I think I should be proven. But I have to bring up President Cyril Ramaphosa. It is because President Cyril Ramaphosa is so afraid. He knows the truth. He knows what to do. He knows that he has failed. President, see, this Palapala scandal, what did this man do? As a president, remember, you are not allowed to deal on what your personal business. Those millions, or he said, okay, according to what I think, he said that it's $500,000. Why the evidence, some investigations say that what the amount of money that he stocked in his Palapala farm, it should be around in millions, up to 5 million or so. He said no, using his personal security. So he knows that his position is under threat, and he will not take much action. Now, this individual, because they have some political, saying, when you notice this man, there was when he was spoken, saying they do not have any political affiliation, all of this, or if you're a politician, fund and leave. But when you notice their attitude, you know that they are all political. Because if these guys and their other leaders of march to march, they actually lost South Africans. Do you know what they're supposed to do? The march is supposed to be taken to President Cyril Ramaphosa. The march is supposed to be taken to Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Interior, and Immigration Office. Those are the places that this march is supposed to close down, shut down, not shutting down an economy. Do you know that these shops that they're closing, these business people, they're looting, scattering, vandalizing their shops? Do you know that most of them, this is them crippling the economy of South Africa? These guys do not understand all of these things. This is you directly crippling your economy because of what? Doing the wrong thing at the right time. You see, march, protest is right, but whoever, those people they are now directing the protest to are the wrong people. How can you march against foreigners? Especially those legal migrants. Those ones with legal documents, those ones with businesses in South Africa. How do you ask him to close down his business and disappear? Why? He is paying tax, and no government functions without tax. That's just a simple fact. He's creating jobs, and he wants him to close down his job and just vanish. Then when he closes down that business, do you know that we are rendered South African citizens whom that individual employed, you are rendered them jobless. I thought these people, they are advocating for what? More jobs in South Africa. They are advocating for what? What? Good immigration policy. Then why not take the protest to immigration office? If you want a prosperous South Africa, why do you want a foreigner who is creating jobs to leave your country? You see, there's something about this man. On this, there's a statement he made. Remember, before this video is after they met President Cyril Ramaphosa, so I need to play it.
All the shops to open because we just went to a Jabulani Mall. We went inside there. Everybody was...
And please, if you're on my live right now, please hit that subscribe button. Let's take this channel to 1K followers, 1K subscribers, okay? And you can also follow me on other social media platforms, on TikTok, on Instagram, Twitter, please, okay? Hit that subscribe button and notification bell, please.
Happy, the manager of the center was happy. He even spoke to us. Nothing broke. So The politicians must stop sending people to dig roads. Politicians must stop to send people to ban libraries and schools and malls and all these things and police stations and attack police. Politicians must stop that nonsense.
Yes.
Because you can see 10,000, more than 10,000 people, they could have done something. These police are too small the number of police is too small to contain this number of people. But they did not do that because people don't do those things. It is politicians who send people to go do the wrong things. We are here now. We are leading these people. We are going to make sure that we project our South Africans as sensible people, as responsible people, as law-abiding people. And that's why they gave us all these names, vigilantes, xenophobia, and they all failed dismally. You know, even those that came with the trying to cause war in South Africa, saying we are funded by Israel, they were lying. Israel can't fund us because we don't believe in that nonsense that they are doing there.
So you can see what he's saying. No, let's address what this man is actually saying. I wish from beginning of this protest that he's made all these statements. I wish from the beginning of this protest that this man, you know what, and both Jacinta and Co there, because this is one of the leaders with the other individual that brought out and Jacinta. I wish from beginning they address these issues. Now, address it openly this way. Let the legal foreigners know that they are not target and make sure of that. Why are people calling them vigilantes? It's because of their actions. And remember, you run an organization. You are the leader. You have to make sure before going to the street that your followers, you educate and sensitize them on what they should do and what they should not do in order to what bring bad image to your organization. You see, this is a Dudula or whatever they call the organization. Maybe from the people that funded it, started this organization from the beginning, have good mindset, but they turn it upside down. Imagine fighting against your own your own black African brothers that fought. Oh my God. We fought for you in South Africa. My father fought for South Africa. My own money, our wealth in Nigeria were used to fight for South Africa under apartheid. Some of the South Africans, citizens who ran away because under apartheid, they were what protected, harbored in Nigeria, Ghana, Malawi, Zimbabwe, and so many other African nations. And you come out to call them hungry, you loot their shops, you destroy their businesses, you give them ultimatum to go. What are you thinking? Look, there's something. Look, I'm not trying to insult the good South Africans, but it seems to be they are not teaching history in South Africa. Just like our shameless government in Nigeria, they abolished what history because they do not want us to know. Because when the history is taught in schools, they will also teach about the governments. What did they do? They abolished what? History. They abolished history. If they are teaching history in South Africa, they would have listed people that contributed, people that helped, people that moved motion in United Nations to make sure that apartheid is ended. The way South Africans are going right now, it is not the way, and the truth needs to be told. Please and please, if you're on my live right now, please hit the subscribe button and notification bell. Please, let's take this channel to 1K followers. You see, I want us to build together one of the best media analysis platform in Africa. That is what I want this channel to be. And this channel have to advocate for what? It's advocating for African development, number one, African unity, number two, and also for Africans to take their position in the world stage. You see, Africa will have the highest mineral resources deposit in the whole world. Africa will have the youngest youths in the whole world. Africa will have the manpower. You see, Africa, we do not just only have the resources, but we have the manpower to take care of ourselves. What we need is our problem is not foreigners in our nations. Our problems are our leaders who have failed us woefully. So it pains me so much seeing young men, Africa, like this man on my screen, protesting, intimidating their fellow youths who are hustling to make it in life. It pains me so much seeing the kind of intimidation and humiliation that other African people they are going through. Instead of, imagine the energy, the strength, the effort that Jacinta and this man and every other match leaders they use in intimidating, humiliating, embarrassing other African citizens, African nationals in their nation. If they have what, turn it around, use it against the government. Imagine the kind of result they will get in a short period of time. The problems of Africa is not about immigrants in your country. But do you know the funny part of this thing? Do you know that Ghanaians, before this incident in South Africa, Ghanaians were busy chasing Nigerians in their nation? You know, later now to find out that even South Africans are chasing away Ghanaians. Can you see how crazy Africa is? Ghanaians were chasing Nigerians. South Africans were chasing Ghanaians. That is to tell you that the people who are sponsoring this march to march, this chasing away stuff, they do not mean well for you and me. They do not mean well for South Africa. They do not mean well for Ghana. They do not mean well for Nigeria. I know that Nigeria as a nation will never try that. You don't see, let me tell you, in Nigeria, people are so mad, so angry at South Africans. But see, Nigeria don't want to replicate because they see that what, you see, you can't replicate stupidity with stupidity. What is happening in South Africa is not, these are what, then when people say they are politically motivated, their sponsors are politicians. Like now, he's trying to deny, he's claiming that Israel is not sponsoring. Israel might not be sponsoring them. But whoever that is behind them doesn't mean well for South Africa. It doesn't mean well for South Africa. Not at all. He doesn't. Let's see the mic to match. So this march, now going down to the consequences and the disadvantage. You see, people don't know the consequences of this march to march. Now I'm going to discuss about it because, you know, let me tell you simple fact. This is a wasted effort by this march to march organizers. Let me tell you one. I'm going to list why these are wasted efforts. Now, you are, number one, you are what? Directing a message you are supposed to send to your government, to the innocent what? Foreigners, of which most of them are what? Are employers of laborers. Most of them, majority of them are paying taxes in your nation. Now, there is something else. Even as much as you chase away, number two, when you chase away these foreigners and you are not world, there is no investment in South Africa, things will get worse on a daily basis. It will get worse. Don't think it will get better. You know, people are hoping that, yeah, with all these things, it will get better. No, it will not get better. I repeat, it will not get better. Unless there is what? Enough investment in South Africa. Unless